In 2012, the Victor Chang Institute teamed up with Chain Reaction and established the Chain Reaction Research Program in congenital heart disease. Now, our aim is to identify the genetic causes of why babies are being born with heart defects. When the Chain Reaction riders are riding 1,000 kilometres over a week, congenital heart disease is taking its toll on Australians. So about 50 babies will die before birth during that week. About 40 babies will be born with a heart defect during that week. About 20 will have surgery and about 4 will die. So it's a major problem, and for 80% of cases we don't even know why it occurs. So I want to tell you about a breakthrough that we had very recently. We were researching a family where heart defects were prevalent, and we sequenced the DNA from members of that family and basically compared about 3,000 million bits of code, genetic code, and found the one defect that actually is responsible for causing congenital heart disease in that family for many decades. Now that's really important information, and so this research is being fed directly back to families, and it's making a difference. The Chain Reaction Research Program in congenital heart disease is by far the biggest research program in Australia, and it's one of only a few worldwide. The funds from Chain Reaction have allowed us to set up the Chain Reaction Research Program in congenital heart disease, and during the last 18 months we've been able to purchase some valuable infrastructure, some computing hardware, and a very special OPT microscope. We've also recruited and trained scientists, and we now have a team of 7 working on this project. What's the next step? Well, I'm happy to say more of the same. Professor David Winlaw has collected DNA from about 500 families that have babies born with heart defects, and about 10 families are added each week. We now have everything in place to do the sequencing of these families' DNA, of their genes, and to try and work out what gene is mutated and why these babies are born with heart defects. So I'm hoping to continue on to do the same and to solve a lot more cases and to help a whole lot more families. I'd like to tell Chain Reaction, the tireless riders, and their fabulous supporters that I'm incredibly excited about the research we're doing and delighted that we have already got the program established and we're starting to get results. And I'm honoured to lead the program, and I thank Chain Reaction for their partnership, and together I think we can make a real difference.